Hi guys, this is a TSH video, that should have happened video. So here's the concept. It's all about me giving my opinions and maybe giving alternative ways of bringing a storyline to life. Meaning, like, sometimes, often, we don't agree with the writers or how they've written certain storylines, like Steffi and Ivy. I think we all look like, what the hell, okay? So I guess I'm just gonna give my alternative idea for this. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna start with Ali. I don't think she should have died, okay, at all. I think she they could have done a lot with her. Okay, we could have seen her, we could have seen Ivy against Ali, or Ali against Ivy, whatever, however we want to put this, but we could have seen some tensions between the two best friends. Okay, that would have been fun, really fun. We could have seen, seriously, I feel like Ali could have been the next Sheila Carter. She could have been, okay? And if the actress needs vacation, if maybe you feel like she doesn't fit, she doesn't look like an adult, and you need to replace her, then do that. Don't just kill her off because you don't want to replace her or recast or whatever. Because I feel like Ali was just this connection to an era, and now we don't have that anymore. Thorne and Darla, that was just, they were a good couple, and it's like now there's nothing. And Thorne doesn't even have a connection to the soap anymore. Like, yeah, he does have Ridge, but at some point we are gonna get tired of seeing the Ridge versus Thorne. Okay, like, we're gonna need the next generation to carry that, and Ali was the next generation. Thorne doesn't have other kids, and it's like, why did you do this? Okay, so I'm thinking Ali could have had this plan, okay, and she could have talked to Ivy and she could have told her, like, you know what, I think Steffi wants to kill me. So, you know, she asked me to Steffi asked me to follow her because we need to go somewhere, okay? So, you know what, Ivy, you're gonna follow us and you're gonna film this, okay? But for some reason Ivy was late, okay? And by the time she got there, all she could see was Steffi swinging at Ali, okay, and killing Ali. And she wouldn't have known that it was self-defense, but we wouldn't have known, or maybe we know, okay? We know it was self-defense, but Ivy doesn't know. And that makes more sense than Ivy just out of the blue staying in her car instead of going outside and helping her cousin. That makes more sense, okay? And that fits maybe more the character than having her staying in that car for no reason, and it's like, and watching her cousin get killed. I know that Ivy is not a character that would on purpose do that, watch her cousin get killed, but I don't think any characters on B&B would just do that, okay? It's not a normal reaction to stay in a car when you see two of your cousins maybe arguing, or, you know, in a weird situation. You're just like, okay, let me get out of that car and be like, what's up, guys? Like, what y'all doing? So I just feel like that could have been an alternative, and Ali could have gotten hurt and she would have gone to the hospital, and maybe in a coma, maybe she would have woken up and said, you know what, Steffi attacked me and all that, you know, lied she could have lied on Steffi, and maybe Ivy wouldn't know what to do because Steffi seems to be telling the truth that, you know what, it was self-defense. Okay, because I think it's really crazy for Steffi not to talk to Ivy, and Ivy to not talk to Steffi, even though she did at the funeral. I just feel like y'all need another conversation, and I don't understand. Steffi Steffi might be going to jail because of this, and she, instead of going to talk to Ivy, she's just like, no, I'm just a boss. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you need to go to her, like, and talk, because your ass is in danger, okay? You don't want to go to that place, I'm telling you. So, yeah, I just feel like maybe Ivy and Steffi would have had conversations about how Steffi is innocent in all of this, and then Ivy waking up and saying otherwise, and then there's this video and Ivy doesn't know what to do with this. Okay, will she tell Allie that she has the video, or will she use it? What is she gonna do with this? And maybe they could get Allie to a hospital, another, you know, mental hospital, like just to check her. And maybe Allie could have gone crazy, and they're like, we need to keep that girl, okay? She too cray. And maybe that's how Allie would have went away for a while. And then maybe in a year or two, she comes back, and she's mad at Ivy because Ivy betrayed her. That could have been cool. Or maybe she's still mad at Steffi, but regardless, she's the next, she could have been the next Sheila Carter. And I think Quinn too can be the next Sheila Carter. Okay, she has potential. She really does. But they're not doing much with her, which I don't understand why. I think that Quinn should be the beautiful, but she is beautiful. I just mean that the way she dresses, I just wish they would change that. Okay, she has that body, she can work it, so make her work it. Okay, the beautiful dresses, and she could just make sure that Brooke is in trouble or everybody is in trouble. Like, she could do that. I mean, I remember the 90s, like, it was so good. Like, I don't understand what's going on now. Okay, Deacon, he needs to, I think Quinn and Deacon needs to be the evil couple. Okay, they could make it work. And I kind of want Deacon to leave Quinn, but in a really sickening, bad, evil way. Like, he's like, sorry, I liked you a lot, but I needed money, and that's why I kind of married you, first of all. And second of all, Brooke was always my first choice. I always wanted Brooke, so I mean, peace, I need a divorce, and since you're stupid, we didn't have a prenup, well, I guess I'm taking half. Okay, so that could have happened, that could still happen, and they could fight, and maybe Quinn could kidnap Brooke. We could have a situation where Brooke threatens Hope, who's in now Paris or Italy, wherever, and maybe because Brooke is scared for her daughter, she's not gonna try to get Quinn in jail. Something big can happen with them, and should happen with them, because Quinn, I believe in Quinn and Deacon. Okay, they could do a lot of damage, and I just feel like Quinn and Deacon being good is just not fun for the show. Okay, literally, it's not fun. And I don't see, Deacon is just lost his spark. Like, there's nothing about him. I'm not interested. And we have Nicole and Zendaya. Them two, why? Nicole started with a bang. We wanted to see her. We couldn't wait. Like, we were like, yes, Nicole, come back. We want to see you. And now we're just like, what is your purpose? You don't have a storyline. All you do is talk about your sister and being proud of her. I get it, but what about you? Like, what's going on? We need something. I wish Zendaya was involved in the takeover. Okay, Thomas and Zendaya should have, that was the wrong timing. I feel like they should have come when things were hot and popping, and they should have participated in the takeover. That's it. Like, why is Thomas here right now? He's here, he wants his dad's girlfriend, and it's like, okay, but why are you coming in town ready to take the girlfriend? Like, why? I think they should have waited with that. They could have made sure that Caroline and Thomas were getting closer. Like, okay, Caroline saying to Thomas, you know what, I'm going to help you with your designs. Here how it's going to happen. Okay, look, you do that like that. It's look at the dress. It looks good now. You know, you just do this and that, and just, you know, showing him how to do things. And maybe then they connect, and it's like Thomas is just like, you know what, I ain't trying to do that. So maybe he moves on to the next, to a model, and maybe, what's her name, Caroline experiences problems with Rich. We know she has problems now because she wants a baby. So maybe Caroline is just like, I'm not sure if I can stay in that relationship. I'm not sure if I want him like that anymore. I mean, my life, I've always envisioned for myself to have a baby, and it's not going to happen if I stay with Rich, so I'm not sure anymore. And Thomas could have been like dealing with liking this model and wanting to be with her and wanting to be with Caroline, who's now his dad's girlfriend, soon to be ex-girlfriend, and he doesn't want to hurt his dad, and he still wants that designer job. So like, he's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't like how Steffi came back in town. I think everybody knows about that if you watch my reviews, of course. I wish that she would have came back in town and was like, you know what, I want to get my revenge against Liam. Yes, she should be mad at Liam. He left her, okay? She just lost her baby, and he's like, come back. You don't want to come back? Okay, goodbye, deuces. Let me see Hope. That's what he did. And she should have been mad, okay? She should have been upset, and she should have been able, after a year or two, to reflect on the situation and be like, you know what? He kind of used me, and he hurt me over and over again. And he just, karma needs to get to him real quick. So she could have come in town and be like, you know what, I'm gonna seduce him so he can leave the girlfriend that likes him, that really loves him, and that wants a relationship with him. So she seduces him, and then she's just like, I dropped you, bye-bye. And Liam is hurt, and Ivy now understands that Liam ain't shit, okay? So then I guess maybe Steffi and Ivy could have been united, okay, against Liam. That could have been cool to see. Two cousins, two strong women being like, no, we ain't taking the BS no more, okay? And maybe, because this is a stove, and this is a soap, and we need, like, you know, things to pop. Maybe Steffi falls back in love with Liam, or Ivy cannot stay away from Liam. She loves him so much, and maybe that could have turned out like Steffi versus Ivy thing. But there's so many ways, there's so many things that could have happened. Like, I just feel like Steffi coming back and showing no growth was just a disappointment, okay? Especially when the first time she came back, we were both, I think everybody was like, wait, like, she still wants Liam, and now she's leaving town because she doesn't have him. Like, we're not really, we're gonna do that. So yeah, a lot could happen with this show. I wish they would use Eric in a better way, okay? Like, his scenes, I don't understand. And I wish that the house, the Forrester mansion, would be not just a house but a home, okay? That would have been really cool. Everybody living together. Where is Steffi Forrester living at? Like, where is she at? Where is Thomas? Where does he live? Where? I think they should all be at one place, okay? Rick, Maya, Thomas, Steffi, maybe Rich. Maybe Rich could just move out just because he wants to be independent, and, you know. But they should all live in the same house, and that would be fun to see. Okay, this character, example, Rick and Ivy don't like each other, and then they meet in the kitchen, okay? Because, I mean, maybe Ivy wanted breakfast and Rick wanted champagne for Maya. So they could just meet and have a conversation. Maybe things could go wrong. They could argue. Oh, I just hate how we have this lady Maya. She's in this house, but there's no one in it. It's like, why? And how come Ivy got kicked out of the Forrester mansion? Like, I don't get that part. what kind of uncle is Eric? I mean, and why Maya and Rick are living alone? I don't get that. Okay, and how come Eric is in the guest house and is okay with that? And I think if the Forrester mansion was a home, then later on when Eric dies, we could have had who gets the house storyline, okay? And that could have been interesting. And I just feel like they should have introduced John Forrester in another way, or picked an actor who was willing to stay on the show for a longer time. You get what I mean? Because I feel like we need a patriarch or matriarch or an older person who's wiser and could be involved in all of this. And Eric is just gone half of the time. When he comes back, we're always waiting for his reaction, but he always disappoints. And maybe John Forrester could have been the head of the family in a way, you know, just be there for everybody. And I just feel like we need another fashion house, okay, please. Ivy could be the one who just decides to make her own company, and, you know, or maybe Ridge or maybe Thomas, but we need the Spectra versus Forrester kind of thing again, okay? We want that back. Maybe Spectra, or I don't know. Maybe they don't want to do that with Spectra because, you know, Sally, the actress, died, but something gotta give, like something gotta happen, like please let's do something, okay? Like, yes. So and I also think that Thor needs to come back quick. And Oliver, a lot could have happened, okay? I just feel like a lot could just happen, but it's not happening, and how disappointing. But yeah, people need to be used a little bit more, okay? So I guess that was it for TSH, okay? And if you liked the video, please rate, comment, and subscribe, okay? Okay, thumbs up. Commenting, you just can give your own ideas, okay? You can say that, hey, I agree with you, like that could have been cool or whatever, or just write your own stuff. You can do that too. I want it to be a community. I want us to share. I want us to be able to give our opinions here. So goodbye, guys. Bye.